What if social media didn't exist?
What, are you crazy? What do you mean it doesn't exist? Doesn't exist.
Yeah, I said it. What if somehow social media was never ingrained in our society? How would your life be different? How would society be different? Let's dive straight into it and try to make sense of it in this video.
Who thinks of this stuff?
Social media has long been the favorite pastime of all societies over the last 10 years or so. Imagine if it didn't exist at all. What would our social structure look like? How would we treat each other? Would everything go back to the Stone Ages and we all just fall apart? Or would we fare better? Would we treat our fellow human being better? Though I'd like to think that the latter is true, you can never underestimate the power of social media's effect on the human brain. Let's take a look at some facts before we can even begin to understand society without social media and social media's impact on it. As of 2020, 3.96 billion people use social media today, which accounts for roughly half of the global population. On average, global internet users spent 144 minutes on social media sites every day. Let me put this in perspective for you with a little bit of math. 144 minutes a day times 365 days a year equals 52,560 minutes, which equates to 876 hours a year of your life. Now, if we take this time and measure it up to, let's say, a male's life expectancy around the world, which is around 67 years old, you would be spending over 6.5 years of your life,
You gotta be kidding
on
me.
social media. Now, I want you to take that and imagine if social media didn't exist. What would you do with that time?
That's a lot of time.
There's so much in the world that you can do with 6.5 years. Maybe you want to be a teacher. Or maybe you could go for your CDL license. There are endless possibilities if we did not have social media at the forefront of society. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I won't have any friends if I don't have social media. Let me let you guys in on a little secret. People had friends before social media. All right, now we're gonna jump into what I think would happen if social media didn't exist in society today. Let's see what I think. Okay, now the first thing I think would be different is the way that human beings treat each other, and the way that they interact with each other would be completely different if social media was not in existence. Social media has offered many a way to combat encroaching feelings of loneliness, but has it also damaged the quality of relationships you can have with people if you're only doing it through the internet or apps? You may be able to connect with many more people than you have before with social media, but I think the quality of those relationships are null and void. How many of you have gotten friend requests or followers from people that you don't even know? Those relationships weren't built. Those relationships were not earned. You simply might have that friend or follower just because one of your actual friends is a friend of that friend. If you ask me, there's nothing quite like meeting someone in person and getting to know them. Studies have shown that approximately 7% of communication is based on written or verbal words, and that the remaining 93% is reliant on bodily language, something you can only truly experience in a face-to-face conversation. It's because of this that social media can act like a mask to society to hide what people truly feel inside about themselves or what they don't want you to see about themselves. If social media didn't exist, I think human relationships would definitely be better. That was a bad idea. As you guys can see, social media's impact on the human psyche is pretty severe. Not having social media in existence, I don't think that's possible for a lot of people. Matter of fact, I think that the world structure would break down. I mean, it's not like it, but it's almost equivalent to not having your power on. You know how people act when they lose their power. There are endless possibilities to what can happen if social media didn't exist. What do you think would happen if social media didn't exist? I'm interested to see what you guys think. We are going to carry this on to a part 2 because I got a lot more ideas, but I don't want to squeeze them all in on you guys at one time. I'm Javo. This is Javo TV. I hope you guys continue to watch the channel so I can bring you more content, and hit that notification bell at the top so you know when I'm dropping that content. You're always going to get a video from me once a week at least, at the very least. And I appreciate everybody watching this. That was my first time animating too. I'm trying to do a little something different for you guys every week. Just stay tuned for me. Anyways, you guys be safe.